Hey guys, did you know that in the next 6 years, over 30 million baby boomers will hit the age of 65? That's the largest surge of retirement age Americans in U.S. history.
If you're curious about this trend, stay with us because we're going to explore the advantages and disadvantages of residing in a 55 plus community.
If you're thinking about this as your next move, you've come to the right spot. Let's begin.
In theory, these communities are like Disneyland for seniors. They're designed with seniors in mind, featuring modern amenities, one level living, open floor plans, and accessibility features to make life easier and more comfortable.
They promote living life to the fullest, staying active, and making the most of your golden years.
But is the hype as good as it sounds? Let's look at the pros and the cons and see whether this lifestyle is right for you.
First, let's look at the pros of living in a 55 plus community.
Number one, staying active. Living it up in a 55 plus community, brace yourself for an action-packed lifestyle. Dive into the sea of activities and amenities meticulously crafted to suit your fancy. From power-packed fitness centers to refreshing swimming pools, fabulous golf courses, scenic hiking trails, Zen yoga classes, and thrilling card games. Staying still is not an option. They're all tailor-made to keep you moving and grooving.
Oh my gosh, you just said grooving.
I did, and I'm sticking with it. I like it.
Are we in the 60s? The goal here is to outsmart the sneaky couch potato lifestyle as we mature, keeping you on your toes and your mind as sharp as a tack.
By staying active, you're not only warding off those pesky chronic diseases, but also giving your mental health a much-needed boost. Because let's face it, life's just too short for anything less. And hey, who wouldn't feel inspired living in a place where activity abounds?
Number 2, the social opportunities. Active adult communities offer an amazing social life. Get ready to join clubs, classes, and events tailored to your interests. Are you a fan of cooking? You can.
No.
Well, he's right about that. If you love to cook, you can join a cooking class. Interested in painting? You'll love the art workshops available. It's a wonderful opportunity to connect with like-minded individuals and make new friends.
These communities host a variety of fun events, like wine tastings, book clubs, gardening groups, and travel clubs. By joining, you can form lasting friendships and expand your social circle, which is incredibly beneficial for your mental and emotional well-being.
Socializing not only decreases stresses and reduces the chances of depression, but also contributes to a longer, healthier life.
Number 3, low-maintenance living. Fed up with the never-ending chore of mowing, weeding, or cleaning your roof? Say hello to communities that offer maintenance services, giving you the freedom to ditch the chores and embrace the good life.
Picture swapping that pesky lawnmower for a day or two on the green, or a captivating novel. From landscaping to home maintenance inside and out, these services have got you covered.
It's a dream come true for those with physical constraints or anyone just eager to kick back and relish in the fun stuff.
And number 4, beautiful homes. 55 and over communities provide a variety of housing options, from charming cottages to spacious single-family homes, all tailored to meet the needs of seniors. There's an emphasis on the concept of aging in place, so these homes are created to accommodate your evolving requirements, allowing you to remain content as you navigate through these different stages of life.
Number 5, a sense of community. Living in a community where everyone is in a similar stage of life has a special charm, builds a strong bond of camaraderie and support amongst your neighbors. You'll never be short of companions to enjoy activities with, from fun game nights to leisure morning walks.
This feeling of belonging can truly enrich your life, offering emotional backing and easing any sense of loneliness that aging may bring.
And don't forget the joy of community events like festive parties, potlucks, and charity initiatives that bring everyone closer together.
If you're thinking about joining a 55-plus community, remember that it's not just about downsizing your home, it's all about enhancing your lifestyle.
Now, let's balance the scales and look at some of the cons you should consider. The downsides of joining a 55-plus club. Living in a community where youth is just a rumor. Con number 1.
Wait, con?
Yeah.
It sounds a little bit ominous.
Well, you have pros and cons. I think we stick with it.
Then con number 1 it is. The homeowner association fees. In many communities, you may have to pay homeowner fees, known as HOA. which can vary depending on the amenities offered. Of course, the more amenities available, the higher the fees tend to be.
And while these fees can add up and may seem expensive, they typically cover services like pool maintenance, landscaping, security, and even a community shuttle service. It's essential to consider these costs when you're planning your budget for a move. HOA fees could be challenging to afford, especially for those on a fixed income.
And sometimes you might be so excited about the amenities at first, but later realize you aren't even utilizing them as much as you thought. The downside of this, of course, is that you're still required to pay for these amenities.
Number 2, restrictions and rules. These are usually strict rules and regulations about what you can and can't do with your property. Of course, the obvious one is the age requirement, that one person must be 55 or older, but other rules like painting your house purple or installing a fence in the front yard, that might not be allowed.
Of course, rules vary depending on the community, so if you're a rebel by nature, living in a 55-plus community may not work for you.
Some communities might restrict pets, limit exterior decorations, or have specific guidelines for home improvements. It's important to check out the community rules, CC&Rs, before you decide. These guidelines help keep the place looking nice and property values up, but they might feel a bit strict for some.
Number 3, limited interaction with the younger generations. Children are rarely able to live in these communities. If permitted, adult children living in the home will likely need to be at least 18. While the policy keeps things quiet, it can be a bummer for those who love having kids around. It's not unusual for 55 communities to allow frequent and even extended visits from children and grandchildren, but there may be rules for how long they can actually stay.
Number 4, neighbors. We already mentioned how nice it is to have that sense of community in a 55 and over neighborhood, and it is. However, you can't pick your neighbors. You may have Mrs. Kravitz on your street. If you watch Bewitched from the 60s, you know what we're talking about. Nothing went on in that neighborhood that she didn't know about. You know the type.
Or the guy next door might be the self-chosen neighborhood rule keeper. Keeping your garage open longer than you should? He will let you know. This may be hard to get used to for those who aren't accustomed to it.
Number 5, Samo house designs. These neighborhoods have a cozy feel with lots of similarities, which may not be everyone's cup of tea. The houses often share similar styles and looks, which can start to feel a bit of a routine.
Yeah, if you appreciate different architectural styles and love unique touches, this aspect might not meet your expectations. The outdoor spaces and community plans are also quite consistent, which not be to everyone's liking.
Imagine getting lost because all the houses look alike.
Yeah, no kidding.
Where am I?
Number 6, there's also a potential for increased cost. In a lot of 55 communities, you'll find wonderful amenities and services covered by the HOA fees. However, there are some activities and services that might have separate charges.
For instance, things like golf course access, fun fitness classes, and special events could come with additional cost. It's key to know exactly what your monthly fees cover to steer clear of any surprises.
Bottom line, living in a 55 community can be great. You'll enjoy many perks such as an active lifestyle, great social opportunities, easy, low-maintenance living, and stunning homes.
These amazing places provide a wonderful sense of community and support that can truly enhance your quality of life as you age. Of course, it's good to keep in mind factors like HOA fees, rules, and restrictions, less contact with younger generations, houses looking alike, limited availability in certain areas, and potentially higher costs.
So, you're at a crossroads, to live in a 55-plus community or not to live in a 55-plus community. That is the question. If you're all about vibrant, happening lifestyles, socializing, and have no qualms about rules and fees, dive right in.
On the flip side, if freedom, variety, and proximity to the youngins are more your speed, it might be time to shake things up and check out different housing scenes.
Whatever you choose, it's crucial to thoroughly research and visit potential communities to make sure they match your needs. And by the way, you can download a list of questions when you go to those communities below in the description.
This way you can make an informed decision that will give you a fulfilling and enjoyable living experience in your golden years.
We actually started this channel because we're also feeling curious about what the future has in mind for us. Honestly, the idea of joining a 55-plus community never crossed my mind. Being an introvert, it always seemed a little intimidating. However, Every time I push myself to socialize and make new connections, I end up grateful for taking that step. I genuinely believe that living this way could lead to more of these fulfilling moments. How about you, Matt? What do you think?
I just might be that rebel in con number 2. I can definitely see the pros of moving to a 55 and over neighborhood, and I like the idea of not doing any yard work or cleaning the roof. But I'm just not sure if I'm ready for it yet.
Yeah, I get it. But remember our friends, Tom and Judy?
Yeah.
They debated for months about where to move.
Yeah, I do remember. Tom really wanted that 55 plus lifestyle.
While Judy wasn't sure about living in a community of a bunch of old people. Eventually, she came around to the idea, and just a few months after settling in, she excitedly told me, "I wish we had moved earlier. I'm absolutely loving it."
Any empty nesters out there thinking about joining the Retirees Club in a 55 plus community? Give us your thoughts and adventures in the comments section below.
If you think moving to a 55 and older community could be a great match for you, be sure to check out our Steps to Downsize video to begin the process.
Our quote for this week is from Betty Friedan. Age is not lost youth, but a new stage of opportunity and growth. Until next time, stay active and enjoy every moment and hit our subscribe button. Thank you.
Bye.